What is going on, everyone? It's Super here and welcome to another Injustice video. And today is Saturday, so that means Q&A day. You guys know I love doing these because I love answering the community's questions, and I just love thinking about these different questions that I get asked about DLC, about, more combat, about Injustice, all that good stuff. So if you guys have a question of your own, make sure you guys leave it down in the comments section. I'll get to it eventually, of course. As you guys know, I still have a lot of questions backlogged, so I'll try to get to as many as I can in today's video. Here we go. The first question doesn't really come from a specific person. It's just more of a general question. I think I might start doing these, it's just general questions that I get asked, and then I'll go into the actual Q&A questions. So this week it is, why do you hate Green Arrow and Cyborg? So you guys know that Green Arrow and Cyborg are pretty much the only two characters in Injustice 2 that I don't like to play, or that I don't play at all. I play the entire roster. That's why I really don't say that I have a main character, even though I feel that my best character is Superman, but he's not like really my main, because a main character you play a lot. I don't really have a main. I just like Infiltration said, always stuck to this because I find it's the most fun thing to do. I main the entire roster, even though I'm no Infiltration. I probably play every character at a mediocre level, but still I main the rosters. It just sounds cool, except for Cyborg and Green Arrow. But recently I've actually done a video with Green Arrow. I know how to play him to a basic level now. I think he's pretty fun if you play him a certain way. I really don't. I try to stay away from, the keep away, because Green Arrow has really good zoning with his fire arrow. Really good, because he could shoot it diagonally down. He could move while holding the arrow. It scares the opponent. He could shoot low. He crouches down, meaning he goes under projectiles that are highs. He could jump, meaning he could shoot it straight in the air. He has really good zoning, but he also has awesome combos. His spin, especially like in the corner, you get some really cool stuff. You could get some cool juggles with the electricity arrow. So I always knew this was a thing with Green Arrow. I was actually anticipating Green Arrow to be, really fun even before the game came out. So the only reason I hated Green Arrow, and it has nothing, let me repeat this again, because people apparently, this went by their heads, even though I said it many times in my initial video entitled, the character playing the character I hate the most. The reason I hate Green Arrow is not because of Green Arrow himself, the character. It's just he's really annoying to play versus. Really annoying to play versus. That is it. It's like Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat. I love Sonya as a character. She's one of the originals, but she is very annoying to play against in MKX. That's why I hated the character in that game. Same thing with Green Arrow. I just think he's really good, really annoying to play against, especially if a Green Arrow is, like I mentioned, really good and knows how to zone and all that. He has that backward shot where he goes backwards, and he's really, just thinking about it right now, he's really annoying to play against. So that's the reason why I hate Green Arrow. Now, I don't hate Cyborg. I just think he's incredibly boring. Now, I'm gonna do a Cyborg video, so you guys will see if I actually learn how to play a little bit of Cyborg. I do know some stuff. We'll see how I do in that video. I haven't recorded it yet. I'll have to record it soon. But Cyborg's best tool is zoning. He is almost 100% zoning. Zoning. That's what you want to do with Cyborg. If you're not using his zoning to its best potential, then you're just wasting playing the character. Might as well play another character, you know what I mean? He does have combos, in the corner he could do combos, but he's mostly zoning. That's why I find him boring. That's it. I don't really hate the character or hate playing against him, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, it gets annoying having to chase down a Green Arrow that keeps walking back or jumping back and shooting the diagonal shots, but it's not really too much of a pain in the ass like Green Arrows for me. So that's the reason why I don't like those characters too much. But I guess that changes now since I learned how to play them. But I'm still gonna hate playing versus Green Arrow. It's probably always gonna stay that way. All right, now let's get on to the actual questions. Here we go. Chris asks, if you could only pick one of these characters, because I know these are your two most requested characters, who would you pick, Dr. Manhattan or Spawn? Now, every time that I talk about Dr. Manhattan, everyone, or not everyone, there's a select few people, because most people in the comment section know this is a Q&A. This is not reality this is just hypothetical stuff. This is just like discussions and wish lists. So most people understand. But there's always some people like, oh no, you can't have Dr. Manhattan in the game. He's too strong. You know what I mean? Something like that. So I don't know. Let's just, I guess, stay away from that. That's why I brought that up. More people are going to talk about it now that I brought it up. But those are my two actual like most wished for characters. Spawn, of course. You know, I've been wanting him in another Realm game for a long time. And Dr. Manhattan, I think he's amazing. I love Dr. Manhattan. Not too much on the, you know, personality-wise or clothing-wise, but his powers are ridiculous. I just really love overpowered characters, which I'll get to that in a bit. But if I were to choose one, it would really depend on whether Spawn would have a chance to make it in Mortal Kombat 11, because I would rather see Spawn in a Mortal Kombat game where he has fatalities, maybe brutalities if they bring those back, as opposed to having him in Injustice 2 where there's none of that and he can't really be ultra violent like he is in, you know, his comics. So if I knew that Spawn had a chance to make it in MK11, I would 100% go with Dr. Manhattan. But if I knew that he wouldn't have a chance to make it in MK11, I'm talking about Spawn, of course, then I want him over Dr. Manhattan in Injustice 2, because I think he has so much more potential in his gear, and he's just gonna look cool in a game like Injustice, you know, with all this gear and everything. And of course, it's a neck and neck race. But the gear really like separates it from me in Injustice 2. So definitely Spawn I would pick over Dr. Manhattan if I had the choice. And I knew that Spawn had no chance to make it in MK11. So now let's move on here. Jeff asks, why do you like Superman so much? All right, Jeff. Why do I like Superman so much? I like Superman because I've always liked overpowered characters. I've always liked, you know, characters who could, you know, dominate something or one person. You know, Wilt Chamberlain was always one of my favorite basketball players. 100 points in a game. One of the most dominant players of all time. 50 points a game for an entire season. All right, 50 points a game. Wilt Chamberlain, awesome. Superman, one of the most overpowered characters ever to exist. He pretty much, the reason people dislike Superman compared to like Batman is because most of the time Superman could do everything by himself, and you know, the writers just magically make him you know, accomplish any goal or beat any bad guy, no matter how much of a disadvantage he has. You know, maybe he gains something magically, or you know, somehow, some way, Superman always comes out on top no matter what, by himself most of the time. So that's why people dislike Superman. But I just personally like Superman because since I was a kid, I've always liked him. I was never really into comic books, but Superman was always like that iconic, you know, like superhero for me. I guess since I grew up watching the Christopher Reeve movies, that might have helped a little bit, you know, as opposed to reading Batman comics. You know, the animated series is the first introduction that I got to Batman, but I had already watched the Superman movies before. So I just fell in love with Superman and how strong he was, like unstoppable Superman. So that's why I love Superman so much, because I like overpowered characters. Plus, he was like the first superhero that I, you know, grew up watching with the Christopher Reeve movies. All right, so let's see. Kenda asks, have you ever thought about playing in offline tournaments? The answer is, I did an MKX for a tiny bit. Like, I competed in the ESL League like 2 weeks in a row. And then I was like, nah, man, I can't compete with these guys. These guys practice specifically to compete in tournaments. And there's no way that I have, you know, the dedication to do that. You know, I'm a YouTuber. I love making jokes. I love doing commentary over my gameplay, whether it's salty commentary, whether it's hype commentary or funny commentary or boring commentary to some people. I just love making videos. So that's my thing. That's my hobby. That's, you know, what I like to do. I have zero interest in competing in tournaments anymore at this stage. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason. Like, I like making videos, and I don't have the desire or commitment to, you know, play a lot every single day. I don't even play Injustice 2 every single day. The only time I play the games that I play and make videos on is when I actually sit down and make a video, or when I stream, and that's about maybe 10 hours a week, somewhere around there at most, because usually I stream maybe 3 hours, somewhere around there. When I record videos, I record for like 2 hours, and I only record or stream like 3 times a week or 3 days a week. You know, I make multiple videos in one sitting. That's why I'm able to upload a lot, and then I get the stream highlights, you know, matches from the stream. So I don't even play the game a lot because I don't know, I just can't do it too often, because since I do YouTube and make videos, if I played every single day, to me it would get really, really boring to play every single day. But the fact that I don't do it too often makes me, you know, want to play every single time that I record and have fun, as opposed to playing every single day. So yeah, definitely, you know, competing and all that, not my thing. All right, Alan Strike, do you have another job, or is Twitch and YouTube your job? No, Twitch is not my job. It's just YouTube. YouTube is like my source of income, and you know, thanks to you guys, I've been able to this year, you know, since Mortal Kombat XL, realistically, since early last year, I should say, I've been really, really lucky and able to, you know, earn enough, especially, you know, right now with Injustice 2, it's been pretty crazy, that I could make this my job. I had been doing YouTube for a long time, but not really as a job, because I wasn't making, you know, a lot of money doing the Call of Duty videos. It was just more of a fun thing, you know, making montages, all that stuff. Even though I still upload it every single day since, like, I think my streak has been going on. I've uploaded every day since December or November of 2012. I think that's when I started my streak of daily uploads, and I haven't missed a day since. But up until maybe when Mortal Kombat X came out, you know, that was a big game changer for me. Just stepping away from Call of Duty and, you know, earning a fan base with Mortal Kombat X and fighting games now, that was like the whole turning point for, you know, quote unquote, my YouTube career. And that's how I'm now able to, you know, have YouTube be my main source of income. And I know a lot of people are going to ask, the demonetization thing. So far I've been very lucky. I haven't gotten too many videos that have been, you know, demonetized. Fortunately, not too many Mortal Kombat videos, because you guys know the like fatalities in the thumbnail, brutality, stuff like that. And YouTube has a bot that actually searches up specific names in titles, and even like cussing words and bad words in videos now. It's getting pretty crazy. So, you know, thankfully I haven't been affected too much, and you know, I have Machinima to thank for that, my network, of course. But we're gonna see, maybe in the future, who knows, man, maybe it hasn't hit me yet. But yeah, YouTube is my only source of income at the moment. All right, Nia asks, let's see, who has the worst super in Fighter Pack number 1? The worst super move in Fighter Pack number 1 would probably go to Sub-Zero, just because, like, I really like the presentation of Red Hood's super. I like him tossing the grenade in the back. I like, especially the last part where he's shooting the camera, you being the opponent. I think just the presentation of that super, I really, really like. Sub-Zero super is really good. You know, he has the teleports and all that, and he stabs the opponent multiple times with, you know, icicles. I think it's really good, but of course Starfire's number 1. Come on, like, that super is one of the best in the game, the entire game. Of course it's going to be the number 1 in Fighter Pack 1, but the worst super move, in my opinion, I think is Sub-Zero, just because I really like the presentation on Red Hood's super move. Let me know in the comments which one you guys would pick as the worst super move in Fighter Pack number 1. All right, let's answer a couple more here. Video's already going long. Not Your Average Nothing asked, you once said Sub-Zero was your least favorite character to mirror. So who is your most favorite to mirror and why? Ooh, my most favorite mirror match. Shit, that is... Oh man, in Injustice, I would really have to think about it, but actually, this matchup that you guys are seeing here, Joker versus Joker, I was playing Pabs, and we had a really, really fun set. Even though I lost, it's still really fun, like, just learning what other Joker players do, and, you know, just trying to do my own thing as well. Joker mirror matches are so much fun. I love it. That's my favorite mirror match to play in the game. And just to throw a little bonus out there, I still think the Sub-Zero mirror match in Injustice, now that he's been added, is so fucking boring. It's so boring because each Sub-Zero has the ice clone out, hiding behind the ice clone. Whoever calls out the ice clone second pretty much has the advantage because the other person's ice clone is going to go away first. You know, it's just really boring. The Sub-Zero mirror matches in this game are so boring. They're as boring as MKX Grandmaster Sub-Zero mirror matches. All right, I think we'll answer one more. Let's see. Boomer Cooper asks, do you think you'll do a giveaway? Ooh, Boomer Cooper, I always do giveaway. Actually, I haven't done one in a bit, but I do giveaways on my Twitch channel to my Twitch subscribers because, you know, over there on Twitch, I do stream. I'm trying to grow, you know, more of a fan base there, and it's been working out really well. You know, we always have like consistent viewers that either, you know, just watch Twitch or come here from YouTube, which I really appreciate. We've got in, you know, a good amount of subscribers to get I think 7 emotes, and it's always fun, man. Streaming is really fun on Twitch. The chat is always fun to talk to. I don't need to ban people, you know, like I used to do on YouTube. Whenever I did live streams, I had to ban so many people just because, not my subscribers, but just random people who might search Mortal Kombat X might like come in because live streams get promoted in the search engine. So it got really toxic in YouTube, on YouTube live streams, like back when MKXL came out and I was streaming that. So it's definitely a lot different on Twitch. It's so much more fun. It's more relaxed. You know, I'm listening to music while playing. It's awesome there. So definitely go follow my Twitch. It's gonna be linked in the description, and I'll be doing a giveaway soon for subscribers only. So if you want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe to my Twitch channel. So that's going to be the end of today's video. 17-minute long Q&A. Just talking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.